if you could only give one piece of advice or an exercise for someone who struggles to be vulnerable and trust themselves, what would you recommend? What would I recommend is this. People respond way better to warmth and openness than they do to hostility and closeness. How many of you agree? You respond way better to somebody being open to you than being closed. Now, here comes the problem. Most people are not leaders like you. They are followers, meaning most people will not open up to you unless you are opening up to them. Is this making sense? This means if you do not trust others, you're secretly emitting signal to them that I'm not trustworthy. Do you see the obvious problem? It's a catch-22. Because you're not trusting, you come across cold. Because you come across cold, nobody opens up to you. And this is why that further solidifies the belief, I can't trust anyone. Now, how do I know so much about this topic? Because it's describing my past self, right? I've had trust issues because I've seen worst side of humanity. People just hurting each other based upon different things, such as race and so forth. So that made me not trust anyone. Didn't even make me trust my own family at one point. So we have to remind ourselves in terms of how you currently see yourself leads to what's called expression. How you express yourself to others equals feedback. People are responding back to how you're expressing yourself. And how you express yourself non-verbally, verbally is all due to how you're seeing yourself. How many of you are getting this, by the way? So the key piece of advice, what I'll say to you, is if you want the world to be more open, you must be more open. If you want the world to be more loving, you must be more loving, right? If you want others to really care about you, you best care about others more, right? Life is a mirror of you. Life is a mirror of you. Your insecurities, your limiting belief is reflecting back onto you. Life is just a mirror. What you see on the outside is what can be found in the inside. So anytime you're looking at anything on the outside, what you're really seeing is something you can find inside of you. So in that moment, you got to ask yourself, what do I need to do to create a better moment right in this moment? And at the same time, remember the consequences of not showing that you're liking somebody and being open to them is they fall into this place that we like to call ambivalence. And in the field of psychology, we go deep in terms of this topic, by the way, during week 6, so pay close attention. Ambivalence is a dangerous state to be in. You know, studies have shown the more ambivalent relationships you have, the more you're prone to depression, anxiety, and sadness long term. And they have shown that having more ambivalent relationships is more toxic than toxic relationships. Because at least with toxic relationships, you can keep clear of those people. Yes? But with ambivalence, you're always second guessing yourself. So when you're trying to create world-class communication in relationships, you don't want others to be second guessing themselves when they're interacting with you. You got to show that you like them if you like them, right? You got to lead with warmth because that allows them to open up. That's what halflings do. Halflings do. We lead by example. And you notice the more you open up, the more the world opens up to you. And I know for some of you, this is hard for you to even realize or even try because you've been hurt in the past. It's true. Nobody's born with their heart closed, by the way. We close our heart because we experience those moments. You know those moments, yes? But what's also true is the more you close your hearts to other people, the more you can only ever attract other close-hearted people into your life. Meaning your very protection is what's harming you. It's not saving you, it's harming you. Because that may actually lead you to attracting more wrong people. People you shouldn't really be trusting. But the more you open, the more you're opening up to somebody who's got an open heart who can enter your life. Making sense? Lead by example and you realize the reality begins to unfold totally differently for you.